But yeah, I do have a couple of Donkey Kong songs on my iPod from when I was like really little, and we were like wakeboarding at the lake. My brother was. My mom was playing music, and she came across both of those songs in succession on shuffle, and she's like, "Oh, I actually like these songs. What are these?" And I'm just like, "I don't know." Because if I told her they were video game music, she'd be like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why is that on here?" But she said she liked it, so.
Yeah, that's funny. Should I go on down there?
You'd have to take a hit of that spike.
A hit of that cactus?
Take a hit of that cactus.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You were around for the birthing of that catchphrase. Don't you feel honored?
Well, that's the one that we kept getting friggin' duels over and over. Right?
Oh my god, yeah. That was more for 3, right? Yeah. And, yeah, it was because it was a desert level, too.
Oh, I hate this thing.
And then Michael, like, sitting there for the last half of it with his sandwich.
That thing was giant.
I don't think you
I've
ever
never
finished
seen a sandwich that big.
Just like whenever I hang out with Michael, he just, like, buys a bunch of food.
Oh.
Oh!
3 of the 2.
Jeez. I wonder if we're gonna start dying a lot more later.
Probably, it gets harder.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I love the forest levels.
Oh, yeah. Like, that was always my favorite zone. Oh, yay.
Oh, this one, too.
I like
this one.
Yeah, these stretch of levels I'm going through right now I really like. The bridge ones and the late, like, what am I in right now? The cave is... They're all named after food, I know that.
One thing I gotta say about Super Mario 3D Land, the final boss fight, so good.
Is it?
It's one of the best I've seen in Mario games.
Yeah, because they don't usually, honestly, do that much. Honestly, like, playing the Donkey Kong Country games, and I was watching through, someone commented on, like, Donkey Kong Country 3, the video you were in, like, the last one.
Yeah.
And said it was, like, a really good series, so that's always nice to hear. I love hearing that feedback. But, like, I was watching a bit of it, and it was just, like, the boss fights, like, so creative. Like, the K. Rulenstein one or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And that goes for, like, most of the later Donkey Kong Country bosses, and also the ones Retro Studios does now are just... Like, Alex and I play them, obviously for YouTube, and they have, like, 3 stages to them, always.
If you enjoy creative boss fights, and you ever play Metroid, you'll really... probably enjoyed that part of Metroid at least.
Metroid Prime or just Metroid?
Oh, just Metroid in general, the bosses are definitely one of the highlights.
I've thought about it, but I don't think I really want to... I'm trying to do a blind Let's Play right now, and it's not really going that well.
Metroid's not really a... It's hard to do blind, because it's all... You're already blind.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I need
so non-linear.
Because I've been, like, so, like, out of practice with, like, doing this and stuff, and so, like, inconsistent over the last 6 months or whatever, that I just need to do... It's a lot easier to do games I know and like now.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
I've dumped so many projects in the past just because, like, I wasn't happy with them or whatever. The current blind one, I wasn't happy with the last episode I did, and I can't... Maybe I'll just post-commentate it. That's an easy way to fix it, but I think I'm gonna postpone it for a bit in favor of, like,
Grab
this.
the shell.
Right. I'm gonna postpone it stuff in favor for this.
Yeah.
Of this, and the one you spoiled earlier that's probably out by the time, like, this episode 8, so, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It'll be this and that probably going up right now. I don't know. I don't really know.
Well, I swear you guys had it up because you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, the good thing is, like, I've been telling Garrett, it's like, for a while there, just, like, didn't want to, like, record and stuff. But now it's like, when I first got the capture card again, there's, like, so many games I want to do. And mostly I just want to include friends and stuff because it's a lot more fun generally. There's certain games I definitely want to do on my own, like Final Fantasy 5 and 4, for whatever reason. I just feel like doing those on my own.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, a lot of these things are like, I don't know when they're going to happen, or if they will, but it's like there's so many games I could do, I'm sure they will at some point in time.
Yeah, makes sense.
As long as I can keep doing this, of course, which I'm always concerned about, like, YouTube. Like, I don't know if I'm okay, because I don't monetize for this or anything, right? I just do it for fun, because I really enjoy it. Like I said, it goes back to me being a kid and just, like, talking over games and people watch me. It's just fun to do and talk over games just in general. If nothing else, for my own, like, reference point later in time, just to be like, oh, hey, look, that's archived and I can watch it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the initial incentive, but, like, you know, YouTube's always, like, back, I think it was a few years ago now, they had, like, SOPA and all that stuff trying to take down
and everyone's
Let's
like,
Plays.
no, not happening.
Yeah, but you figure something like that's inevitably gonna happen, right? But
I don't think it will.
I'm always concerned about that, but I'm like wondering, I'm like, oh, am I okay? Because I'm not monetizing or anything. Those are the people that have issues generally.
There's too many people pushing against it, and there's always gonna be people finding ways around it.
But I know Retsu Prey also does these like Retsu Talk things, or just podcasts.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go down there now, by the way.
All right. Yeah.
And they were talking about this very thing, and it's like, where's it gonna go eventually? And I guess they just had a good point. It's just like, yeah, just have fun with it. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy it while you can. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do with it. But they made a good point that one day it's probably going to be like there's going to be people that are literally paid out by. It's going to turn into like GameSpot and review like company sites and stuff that are paid out to let's play certain games by Nintendo or Microsoft or whatever themselves, and give it a good rap or whatever. So, well, maybe not necessarily like lie about it and stuff and say it's good when it's not, but they're gonna be paid out by those companies.
Exaggerate a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of hope it doesn't get to that point, but if it does, I think as long as they're keeping the original like people that's doing it individually intact, that people are gonna see through the people that are potentially just
paid
out to say good things and stuff. Kind of like the way people see through GameSpot
IGN.
and stuff. Is IGN like that too? I don't know.
I think IGN's the one that people hate the most.
Is it? I thought it was GameSpot. I don't really follow too much. I just hear my friends complain about. Oh yeah, these things. These are back in New Mario Bros. 2, by the way.
Oh crap.
Yeah, you gotta try and hop on one of those platforms when you can. There you go. Oh, okay. But yeah, as long as they keep the original like Let's Playing idea intact, I think the people will see through that, thankfully. Because I mean, they already have that. I've seen that. It's like when Alex and I put the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze video up, there's like recommended videos. It's like IGN plays Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It's like so it's kind of like maybe that was okay. I didn't watch it, but. I know the one Alex and I did watch once was some German guy playing it just because we couldn't understand a thing, and we were just like, hey, that'll be kind of fun. Just try and figure out what he's saying or whatever.
Oh, I read an IGN article. It was like so troll bait. It was like, did Nintendo create the top 3 games of all time?
Which would be?
On the list, it was both Super Mario Galaxies and Ocarina of Time.
They did it to a point where it's kind of believable, but it's still left, like, what's the word? It's still subjective. Like,
no, it was like game rankings. Like, it took a whole bunch of reviews and, like, did an aggregate average score. And those 3 games got the highest. And there's, like,
I think I actually remember that, yeah.
There was, like, so many people so mad. It was, like...
Well, I mean, I've played Ocarina of Time now.
Yeah.
I would not even rank it. Like, I haven't finished it, so I'm not going to rank it, but...
Well, to be fair...
It's fun, but from what I've played, it's just, like, it's not for me, and that's why I say things are subjective. Like, it's for me to an extent, but it's not like, oh my god, this is the holy grail best thing. It's like, yeah, it's fun, but it's, like, I have different tastes in games, and I'd much rather play, like, Donkey Kong Country or something, right? Ah!
Whoa.
Look at that skills.
Well, personally, I think a lot of the Zelda games have improved on it, and people just because it was the first 3D one, everyone.
I do remember that list, and I can agree with things like that. If they're gonna like statistically point it out, like what's generally been the most approved, yeah, fine. If Ocarina comes up as top game, I can believe that. Like it's fun. It like I said, it's not.
I think
necessarily for me.
What a lot of people say is Ocarina changed the other. What was it? It's like Super Mario 64 did a lot for 3D games, but then Ocarina came around and completed what.
Jesus.
That was awesome.
I'm referring to what happened in this game, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. I can agree to a lot of it, and I don't want to downplay how much I like Ocarina at all either. I do like it, but
it's not your type of game, yeah.
Well, it is, but it's not like my all-time favorite type of genre, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it too.
Like, this is coming from a guy that's favorite game is DK64, so obviously I'm gonna have differing opinions on things like that, and everyone.
Well, mine's Metroid Prime, so yeah, it's
a lot
different.
All right, just gonna do a cut here quick because we're gonna restart another recording.